Hey, welcome back, Ram fans. Another fairly dismal performance by our Los Angeles Rams in Dallas this morning, losing 43-20. That first drive by the Cowboys, I was pretty hopeful. I figured, the Cowboys coming off a bye, they're probably going to have some really good play designs early on. The Rams just got to hang tough, get through that, don't fall behind. Make the Cowboys play this game into the third and fourth quarter, and the Rams will have a shot. And then those calls, that call on Quentin Lake, and then the non-call on Cooper Kupp. And, then of course, later on, we had the pick six, the blocked punt, and this game got away from us really fast. Now, how much of it has to do with this Cowboy team coming off a bye, and how much does it have to do with the Rams missing Rob Havenstein and not being well prepared for this game? Probably a combination of a lot of things, but I'm just going to say, I think it's an overreaction to think that this team is garbage and our season is over. Look at the rest of the NFC and where it stands right now. The Rams are 3-5, and they have coming up at Green Bay, a bye, and then the Seahawks. They can win both of those games and get healthy in the meantime. And they very well will win both of those games. I'd be betting on them right now, but they obviously played really poorly. Hey, let's look at the good, the bad, and the ugly from this game. The good is we may have found our kicker. He hit, the young guy hit, was it a 33-yarder and a 47-yarder, split the uprights, looked really strong. And hey, that's something to celebrate for us Ram fans. We made a couple of field goals. And, that last one, the 47-yarder, game was pretty much over at that point. And a lot of people are probably thinking, why don't we go for it? I think it's a good idea to let this guy make some kicks, see what he has. I was actually thinking the Rams should take a 5-yard penalty on purpose and see if he can hit from 52. But I digress. We came out of this with at least one good thing. We have a kicker for a week at least. I liked our early pass rush. Could have had 3 sacks on that first drive. Should have had 3 sacks, but the refs bailed him out. And I have to commend Matthew Stafford on his toughness. That was pretty impressive to see him keep on going back out there. He was obviously in a lot of pain. Hey, he's a gunslinger. He's a tough son of a gun. Glad he's on our team, but there are some criticisms we have to offer that'll be here in a second. The bad, what's going on with Cooper Kupp and Tyler Higbee? Tyler made a couple of good catches, but he's still not making catches that he has in the past, and the same for Cooper Kupp. We need these two veterans to step up and help this team out, and they're not getting it done. Thought I'd never hear myself say that, but they need to step up and take their game up a notch. Cooper Kupp just doesn't look right. I don't know what it is, his body language, something not quite right there. Maybe he's just disappointed in himself, and maybe that's all it is. Let's hope that that's all it is. And the play calling still leaves something to be desired. Hey, we had a jet sweep this week. That was pretty cool to see. Really cool 2-point conversion, Tutu Atwell to Matthew Stafford. There are a couple other little plays that had little gadget plays, if we want to call them that little bit. McVay introduced a couple of new things into this offense this week, but still pretty bread and butter from a, for the most part, nothing us Rams fans haven't seen before. Just the same old route concepts and runs. What was ugly? It'd be quite a bit to talk about here. The pass protection left something to be desired. We only ended up giving up 3 sacks, but there was pressure all game long. And hey, we're missing Rob Havenstein, the leader of that unit, and we're going up against a defense that really gets after the quarterback. So there's that. What else? That pick 6, man, we can't be doing that. Just can't be doing that. That was just a horrible pass. It wasn't a bad read. It was a bad throw. Usually he puts it higher, out of reach, or at least where only the receiver can get it. This is just a poor throw. Can't give away 7 points like that. That was really painful to watch. And our special teams, blocked punt, 63-yard punt return. Nothing to offer in our own return game. Did we actually have any returns? I think we didn't force them to punt until the end of the game, so scratch that. We weren't trying to get anything done in the return game at that point, but I doubt we will this year. It's just fair catch city, and if you get a punt return, it's going to be 5 or 10 yards. If you get a nice punt return, just watch for that yellow box to show up indicating a flag. That's just the Rams' way on special teams with our return units. What else? Rush discipline, rushing the quarterback, letting Dak Prescott escape, converted at least 2/3 third downs with his leg because we got pressure but didn't contain, no rush integrity, and that really cost us. So really disappointing day overall. I saw it. I sat there through it. I get it. Really disappointing. But look at every team in the NFL at this point has a horrible loss. The Rams have theirs. They've been hanging with every team they've played. They've hung really well or they've beaten. And this time it didn't work out on the road against a team that's coming off a bye. Do not overreact. Disappointed, yes. A lot to complain about. Is this team's season over? No, it is not. Not at all. We just need to beat Green Bay. And that is definitely a must-win game. We win that game, we go to our bye, we get a little healthy, and we come back and we beat Seattle at home. We know we can beat Seattle. Not an easy task, but we know we can do it. Get to 5-5. You look at the standings. Go look at the NFL standings. Tell me who the wild card teams are at this point with, 9 games left on our schedule. And we have some tough games. We got the Ravens, the 49ers. It's not going to be an easy road by any means. We got the Browns too. Not going to be easy, but our season is not over. Must win at Green Bay. And then the question is Matthew Stafford going to be able to play? Are we going to have to roll with Brett Ripien? Hey, maybe you can get it done. Green Bay is there for the taking. Defense has to play better. Stafford has to play, or Brett Ripien has to show up. And our receivers like Cooper Kupp and Tyler Higbee have to start helping their quarterbacks out. That's all I got from here. Don't lose faith. I know this game sucked royally. We get one of these a year. Rams will bounce back with a win next week against Green Bay. You heard it here first from Rams Up.